one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, them they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat love. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up when this government they cause na time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come more. It is very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it down. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Nani bonye na agwọ anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ simele nke ndị agha ka igwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpete mazụ nye ha sọgotụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi mara n'ebighị ebi ise mma mma dịrị gị Chineke mma mma dịrị gị Chineke.
If I go about deliberately looking for who to disturb, who is going about deliberately looking for who to disturb? You say never go about. Then you don't need to go about. They will come. They will come for you. You don't need to go about. What did our leader say about these people? I want you to listen to Mazin Namdekan. Say, please don't go about looking for trouble. Chai! The Shoji. Mad people everywhere. I want you to listen to Mazin Namdekan.
That the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a
rather than going on now. Now, let me ask you. I know. Why don't your group put?
For those who will always say, "Oh, Why don't you win election? Why don't you bring somebody who is going to win election for you? Why don't you go to national conference? Why don't you do this? Listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered.
Push for that in a place like the national conference that is going on now to get that kind of autonomy first, rather than now pushing for independence without whether Nigeria wants it or not.
The fact of the matter is that the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a democratic Biafra within a peaceful setting does not currently exist in that very place you call Nigeria. Mind you, that is the name of a river. Up north, you call them Niger, which is French. If you come down a little bit, it is called Niger, which is English. And the people that live around it are called Nigerians. The only place, or part of the only place in Black Africa where you name a people after a river. I have never seen any civilized country in the world where people are named after a river. It's never happened before. The people own the river, not the other way around. By tacitly accepting the word and the tag Nigeria, what it means is that you never had any history until Frederick Lugard came, which is a fallacy, it's an abomination, and nobody should be saying that. Coming back to what you said, there is no way we can run for office as a political party. We tried it with ABGA and it did not work. These issues were trashed out very well. Is that the people that control the levers of power within Nigeria are not politically sophisticated enough to appreciate the finer points of political discourse. In other words, that disputes resolution can best be conducted within a political setting where people are civilized. And I'm afraid to say that what I see in the zoo they call Nigeria, people are not civilized.
Now, we're out of time, but let me ask you, last week, I believe, the Biafran Zionist movement claimed a responsibility for the attack at the attacks in the Enugu State Government House. Are you familiar with that group, and what was the mission of that attack?
I am familiar with a lot of groups. That name rings a bell. Anybody that can do anything to disrupt the present orthodoxy of governance by a group of very corrupt cabals is welcome. In that regard, I welcome what they did at Enugu, and I hope that people can come out and join us when the time comes to overthrow the very corrupt, inept old men and women in charge of that very place, because Biafra must exist. It's our right to make sure it happens.
All right.
While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group whatsoever, just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against Nigeria. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not supporting, is not condemning any group, the people that claim follow him today, they say Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. Simon Ekpa is that. After 10 good months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. After 10 months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. Yet, they are now changing tone. Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Chai! This OG. And they are looking for freedom. You see, the more you blackmail me, the more you are blackmailing yourself. You think you are blackmailing me. You are blackmailing yourself. You don't know that? When the BBC came and do their nonsense disinformation, is it only Simon Ekpa that they showed his picture? Is it only Simon Ekpa? You all were there. All of you were there. You could not even defend yourself. The same Simon Ekpa you are calling all manner of names defended you there. And let me tell you, even when they mentioned Simon Ekpa, the issue they mentioned Simon Ekpa, there was not even, I can defend anything I say. All of you, you could not defend yourself, yet, you blackmail me. You think that when you blackmail me, when they want to call name, they call only Ekpa? All of you, your picture were there. Did you see my picture in the write-up? No. My picture was my video was hidden in the video. But all of you, your picture was there. Every day you look for Simon Ekpa, you post. Simon Ekpa is one porter. Simon Ekpa is a Perima. Simon Ekpa is this. When the thing begin to happen, you think it doesn't, they will call you. And when the issue started, you could not defend yourself. You couldn't defend yourself. BBC did not say it was Simon Ekpa. BBC put your picture, all of you, as you were blackmailing Simon Ekpa, they did not say it was, they put all of your picture. So this one, they say, we are going to kill this one, we are going to kill that one. All of your picture was there, your video was there. Yet, you will wake up every day to blackmail Simon Ekpa. And every day, if you don't, of course, some of you can never learn. Hatred and jealousy of Simon Ekpa have beclouded the brain that you don't even have at all. I do not know when they are going to learn. They think when they promote Simon Ekpa by calling Simon Ekpa criminal, the BBC will come and say Simon Ekpa. All of you, the more you are calling me a terrorist, the way you are calling me a terrorist is the same thing you are calling yourself. You think when you be a terrorist, oh, Jesus Christ. This BBC disinformation should have teach all of you a lesson. You think when you come to social media, because you hate me, because you are jealous of me, because you don't like me, you think when you call me criminal, you are going to pay for everything you say. You are going to pay. You carry my name and blackmail. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Simon Ekpa is this one. Simon Ekpa is that one. You see the way BBC is dealing with you people? If anything is going to happen anywhere, you are going to also be dragged into it. And you can't even defend yourself. It's the body boss. It's in Pataka. Everywhere. Get yourself.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this evening program. We have come once again, as we always do every evening, to have a very quick one. You know, in our evening program, we don't waste much time. We do it as quick and as fast as we can every evening. So people who cannot be able to join us in the morning program, they will have the opportunity to join us in the evening program and air their opinion. So we are going to go straight into the issue that we have at hand. Every one of you know where we are. You know what is happening. You know what is on the news today. You know what everyone is expecting, and we know what we are facing. I welcome every one of you. We have come. Remember, in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to promote hate. We do not come to this platform to attack any person, any individual group. We don't come here to push any propaganda or blackmail. What we come here to do is to debunk every lie against the Biafran people, against their leaders, against the genuine fighters who are fighting for the freedom of Biafra. We come here to debunk them, debunk all the lie against them. And we come here to debunk every falsehood that the propaganda, the enemies are pushing against us, both the blackmailers, the war, the secret war that Nigerian government is fighting against us. We come here to debunk it. And we come here to expose it. We expose it and tell the world what is going on, because the government of Nigeria is hiding that war. They hide it from the face of the masses. They pretend it is not happening. But we cannot join them and pretend. We can't keep quiet. We will continue to expose that war so that those who did not hear, we hear. My fellow Biafrans, I welcome every one of you that have joined us on this very evening program. Thank you for joining, and may Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and protect every one of us. This evening, we have come to look into a topic which says cult or propaganda. The truth behind Nigeria claims on Biafra army and blackmail of Biafrans. We want to take this evening time now to look into the issue at hand, the propaganda we are seeing flying right, left, and center. As it stands today, that unverified news that some people are already clapping, jumping, celebrating in their various platforms. You go to so many platforms, people are already celebrating, even when the news is an unconfirmed news. Very, very unconfirmed. But people are already celebrating, including Biafrans. I am speaking about Biafra agitators in different groups, in different camps. They are rejoicing about the downfall of their brother, the news of the downfall of their brother, even when the news is not verified and unverified information. But celebration is going on. And what happened is a revelation. I have always said it that every stage in the course of this Biafra restoration is a lesson. Every stage is a lesson. Every stage we get to is always a lesson. There is something to learn. There is something to learn. And if you refuse to learn, you are going to learn in a hard way. If you refuse to learn, you will learn in a hard way. So many of us have been around for a very long time and we have learned so many lessons. That is why we don't easily speak about issues. Neither do we join any camp. We stand on the pursuit of Biafra. We stand on the building of the institution called Biafra. That nation, we build it. We don't build a human being. We don't build cabal. We don't build any strong man or strong woman anywhere. We are focused on building Biafra. Today, we ask the big question. The big question you ask yourself today, wherever you are in this program, the big question, which you have supposed to ask yourself even before some of you begin to rejoice and clap. For those who are clapping, I know some of them are here watching us. Some of them who are happy, even though they are pretending, they are happy that a Biafran soldier, somebody who has fought for Biafra, it doesn't matter what you think about him, he has fought for Biafra, sacrificed for Biafra, and you heard that he is down. You are clapping, you are rejoicing. I see some of you, I see your notes in groups where you belong. I see your messages in groups. The kind of messages you send, the kind of comments you send in groups, and the kind of information you pass in the group. I see them. And some of them are here. But I ask you today, I want to ask this question. Did Nigeria really capture Gentle as they claim? Did they really capture Gentle as they claim? Did they really get hold of Gentle? That is the question we're asking. If you are a true Biafran, you are supposed to be worried about your brother. First of all, you're supposed to be worried about him. But from early look until we know that there is no evidence to prove what we have just said. And we're asking, did they really arrest Gentle? Or is this just another propaganda stunt to demonize our freedom fighters? Is this not another propaganda stunt to demonize Biafra freedom fighters? They will always throw it to see how you're going to feel. They want to know how you will feel. They want to know what you're going to say. They want to know what is going to be your reaction. And of course, as always, many of you are already reacting negatively, supporting the agenda of the enemy. Supporting the agenda of the enemy. Tonight, we are going to speak as we always do. It's left for you to either take it or leave it. You are entitled to your opinion, by the way. We are here to expose the truth. Send a strong message to the world. One Nigeria is built on deception. And before you know it, what you are hearing and seeing today will just be another deception. The news that some of you are celebrating, Chukwu Okike Abiama, is going to disappoint you. Every one of you that is celebrating at the death and calamity of their own brother, you will be disappointed. Chukwu Okike Abiama will disappoint you the way he has always done. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter the position you occupy. It doesn't matter your rank. So long you are rejoicing at the calamity of your own brother who is fighting the same cause you are fighting, it doesn't matter whether you disagree with him. It doesn't matter whether he misbehaved. It doesn't matter whether there is something he did you don't like. It doesn't matter. For you to rejoice, join the enemy, push a propaganda, rejoice at his calamity. You should be ashamed of yourself. From every indication, the news just broke out, and everybody, those enemies of Biafra, enemies of themselves, they begin to celebrate. The Nigerian army claim, say they have captured Ifeanyi Eze Okorienta, Gentle Yahoo, the Liberation Army commander, in his hideout at Aku Ihube, Okigwel, LGA, Imo State. That is the news that is everywhere. That is the news in all social media. You go there in those their propaganda channels in Nigeria that don't go on the ground to investigate. That is the news they carry. And so many of you are celebrating. And they went ahead to push, as always, their propaganda. They said they report details that in the operation they recovered weapons. They said one English pistol, armor round, 7.62 millimeters, special NATO. This is what they recovered. I want you to listen. This is what they claim they recovered when they arrested Jet. Military and police uniform, mobile phone, German flag. This is what they claim they recovered. And as always, they came along and they say they saw a workshop used to dismantle stolen vehicle, motorcycle destroyed. This is the information they push in their media, and this is what they say they recovered. And you are not asking question. Where? How? You are not even asking for evidence. So many of you are already celebrating, enemies of themselves. You join the enemy to celebrate. They also claim that in the operation in other states, these are the claims they make. They say they also rescued some kidnapped victims. These are the claims they make. And when you see the way Nigeria reported their news, you can easily spot their lies. You can spot their lies. You can spot it. But in the midst of that, because of your hatred, because of your wickedness, because of your hate of yourself, because because of the fear of the unknown, you are already celebrating. You are already celebrating. Fellow Biafrans are celebrating that their own brother. Even if it becomes true, what do you stand to gain? Even if it becomes true, has the Fulani people disappeared? The Fulani that are kidnapping you, have they disappeared? The Fulani herdsmen, have they finished? Even if it is true, you are celebrating. Ohaneze Igbo is in the front line, commanding the security forces. Ohaneze Hinandama, that is where you see them. This Ohaneze Igbo, we are in the front line attacking Mazen Nandekano when Mazen Nandekano was with us. They don't pass the same road as Mazen Nandekano. That was Mazen Nandekano called them Ohaneze Hinandama. This same Ohaneze put bounty on our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. They support everything that is against the Biafran people. That is what Ohaneze support. This same Ohaneze, they have already endorsed Tinubu, the drug baron. They endorsed him for 2027. Forgetting their own brother. They even told their people, their brother, that no Igbo person should contest. Ohaneze Ndo Hinandam. And they are in the front line to congratulate the security forces for the false information or news they brought up of their son. They didn't even ask question, how, where, where's the picture? They didn't ask. And some of us who even claim that we are Biafra, that is the most painful. Those who claim they are fighting for Biafra. Go to platforms, you see their messages, you see what they are writing. We see everything. I might not comment I'm in almost all the platforms, but I don't comment. I see all the posts. I see what Biafrans, people who claim they are fighting for freedom, all of a sudden. This is somebody you celebrated just few years ago. You celebrated him. Every time you shout him, you promoted him to the highest heaven. Today, because you disagree with him, you join the enemy to seek for his head. But in the midst of this news, you forgot that it is not confirmed. There is no confirmation that a liberation army, Gentle, the Yahoo, is in custody. No confirmation that he's dead or alive. That confirmation is not there. From all the reports we are seeing, all the news reporters, we have not seen any video, any picture to confirm whatever they are saying. At least we were aware when the case of Ikonso happened. We know how it happened. During the case of Ikonso, we know Nigeria that they live media publicity. Nigeria like media publicity, at least to shame us, to shame Biafran people and to scare you. They know what to do. They know what to do. Even in their report, there are so many contradictory reports. Some sources, particular Sahara reporters, say that the army has not yet confirmed. Sahara reporters say that army has not yet confirmed whether he is killed or if he escaped during the raid. Nigerian army has not yet confirmed up to this minute whether Gentle escaped or he was murdered during the raid. But already the news are carrying everywhere and people are celebrating the downfall of their own. Even in the fact-checking, some social media fact-checkers went on to do their fact-checking, raising doubts, say no verified confirmation yet. Everything is just speculation, no verified confirmation. But the news, the same thing, the news. You know, even the first time when our prime minister was arrested, they already jailed him. They give him a sentence. Some of them say a life sentence. Some of them, they already settled everything by themselves. As always, that's what they do to their media. And most times they do that thing to see how we feel. They want to woo you and me to see our response before they will come to attack. And each time when they do it, we fall to their side. We smile with them. We congratulate them for carrying out evil act against us. They use the phrase like captured. Other phrases claimed by the army indicate possible media implications of unverified claim. Unverified. Every single thing is, none is verified. We did not see any videos, did not see any picture, but people are celebrating. And I bet you, be careful what you wish for. Those of you who are rejoicing at the calamity of their own brother, be careful what you wish for, because that same thing you wish for your brother might just be at your door. That thing you are wishing your own brother might just be at your door. You don't know who is going to be next. It is a pity that somebody who claims to be a freedom fighter, fighting for the same Biafra, you are rejoicing. You are rejoicing. We are still waiting. And I strongly believe that Chukwu Okike Abiyama is not asleep. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is by his own children. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is by his children. The Nigerian army claim. That is all we hear, that they have captured. They claim they captured the Liberation Army in Imo State. And they say they are with Gentle Yahoo. We never say anything. But already people are jubilating. They claim they found weapons. And you see what they mention. And you look at what they mention and know if that is the category of the weapons that Gentle has in his possession. Check what they mention. Is that what he has? If not, that they would just want to blackmail. And they have, they say they have cars where the place where they pieces cars and sell. They claim they rescued kidnappers also. And they're celebrating. These same people that are telling you that they went after liberation, I mean, people who are fighting for freedom, they are holding meetings with the terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria. They are holding meeting with the terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria. Every day they are holding meeting in the northern part of Nigeria, and nobody is asking questions. But you are happy that your brother was kidnapped, right? Even when you didn't see any proof, you're already celebrating. You didn't even see any proof. You are in the front line of sharing their propaganda against you. You think it's against, you think this thing is against Gentle Yahoo. You think it's about Gentle Yahoo. Don't worry. Don't worry. Onye gburu dibia na agwọrọ ya ọgwụ, ya makwa na ndị ilu agwụbe. Onye gburu dibia na agwọrọ ya ọgwụ, ya makwa na ndị ilu agwụbe. This thing you wish for, pray. Pray. Pray so hard that you come out of it. Because you will pay for every single thing you are doing today. Chukwu Okike Abiama is watching every one of us. Chukwu Okike Abiama can see the innermost part of your heart. You can pretend. You can come and pretend, oh, this and this. We know everybody. We have many platforms. We have many WhatsApp groups where we are there and we are watching. People that claim that they are fighting for Biafra. People that you see in the front line, they make noise. They go platform to platform and make noise. Immediately they heard that their own brother, a soldier who fought for you, it doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter what he did. You heard that an enemy took out somebody who is standing in the front line. The enemy took him out and you are happy. You are clapping. You are celebrating. You say, oh, now you can breathe. Don't worry, you will breathe. You will breathe. In as much as we know that that is a fake news, it remains a fake news, and fake news will it be. We know that that is a fake news, and fake news will it remain. But it has exposed people. It has exposed. You know, sometimes when I come in my platform, I talk about unity, let us unify, let us unite. When I preach unity, some people get angry. Because I'm preaching unity, some people are no longer coming for my platform. Because of the message of unity, some people don't come to my platform, including speakers that come to speak on my platform. They don't come anymore. But who cares? When I built this platform, I built it single-handedly. I was preaching alone. Before I begin to use it, I built my platform. This is not my first platform. It's not the second, not the third, not the fourth. Every single platform, I build it myself. Nobody promotes my platform. Nobody. Nobody helped me to promote it. Nobody, anyway. I built it myself. To speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Not to support an individual, to support Biafra. That is why I built this platform. To support Biafra. From the time Mazen Nandekano was around, I was broadcasting as an independent broadcaster. Even when Mazen Nandekano was, I didn't start yesterday. Even while Mazen Nandekano was here. So whatever I say, I talk with experience. Even when Mazen Nandekano was around, IPOB, Media Warriors, they were broadcasting. I broadcast my own as an independent broadcaster. I remain independent, doing my thing, my own thing, analyzing my own issue, creating awareness in my own way. You can't achieve anything in this unity. You cannot achieve anything in this unity. You are only setting yourself up for failure. Every sensible person should always focus on uniting each other. No matter what your brother has done, forgive and forget. Push it aside and go ahead. Like the message Mazen Nandekano preach. When some people were complaining, oh, our brothers in the riverine area, they did this, they did that. Oh, our brothers, those ones in the riverine area, they stole our properties. They must give us back our properties. If they don't give us our properties, we will never go back to them. We will never reconcile with them. We will never. And Mazen Nandekano responded to them. I am going to play the video for you to see what Mazen Nandekano told the people who were complaining about our brothers in the Riverine area.
We are one blood, one
They
family.
were talking about abandoned property, said abandoned property, said they stole this, they stole that, abandoned property. They took our things. How can we continue to be with them? How can we continue to tolerate these people? This people in the Riverine area, they never support. They don't join in the sit at home. They are not contributing. They are not doing anything. Mazen Nandekano responded. And Mazen Nandekano never, ever shy away from reuniting with them, bringing them close. Even he asked a question. If you are talking about your brother that just stole a property, what about people that took the life of more than 5 million Biafrans? Yet, Biafrans go back to their land to go and do business. Even marry them. Even marry them. Biafrans go back to their land, even to marry with them. But your own brother, you don't want to reconcile. Your own brother, you will never forgive. I want you to listen to that video. I am going to bring that video where Mazen Nandekano responded. When people were complaining, abandoned property, your brother is the problem. When it comes to the issue of your brother, you can never forgive. But when it comes to Janjaweed, it's easy for you to forgive. You forgive a Janjaweed, but your own brother, you cannot forgive your brother. If anybody mentions forgive, the person becomes an enemy. If somebody say, because of forgiveness, some people are not coming to my platform. When I talk about forgiveness, they get angry. Some of them, you see them on the comment section writing trash. They just come just to attack you for no reason, because you have refused to speak the way they want you to speak. Because you have refused to support what they want you to support. But who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Even if it is one person that is watching my program, even if it is two, I don't give a damn. Posterity will judge. Most important thing is that what are you dropping? What are you putting on the ground? The thing you are leaving on the ground, when our leaders come back in, suddenly they meet your platform. When our leaders come out and they see your platform, what you are posting, will they be proud of you? When they see what you are writing, will they be proud of you? When they see your actions, will they be proud of you? Ask yourself. Even when you are gone, when your children see what you are writing, what you are posting, will they be proud of you? I want you to listen to this response of Mazen Nandekano.
We are one blood, one family. There is, people have all these appendages. It's on all friends. People, I can trace their ancestry. I know where you come from. I know the family where you come from. You know, somebody telling me he's from Ashaba, and he's the Delta from Ashaba, which is used to be Ahaba. That is the name. We forgive ourselves every blessed day. Everybody made mistakes during that very war. Even before the war, mistakes were made. But from all sides, we are all responsible for what's happened. Are we going to dwell on it forever and ever? Of course not.
Did you hear that? Everybody makes mistakes every day. We offend each other every day. Are we going to remain in that? No, not at all. This is our Supreme Mazen Nandekano saying. Everybody makes a mistake. You cannot remain and continue to blame your brother, blame your sister, blame your uncle. No. Every one of us, you and I, we have made mistake at one point or the other. Why is it that you cannot forgive? Forge ahead. Move with a strong force and get the freedom that we are looking for. When somebody say it, you get angry. You don't want peace. You don't want to associate with anybody. It is you with your brain, you want to determine who is the real true freedom fighter and who is not. Even you that is trying to tell us who is a true freedom fighter, you are not, by your actions, by your speech, by your word, you are not. You are not. Who made you the judge to tell us who is a good freedom fighter and who is a bad one? I want you to listen. Listen to the word of Mazen Nandekano.
We forgive ourselves every blessed day.
We forgive ourselves every blessed day.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Even before the war, mistakes were made. But from all sides. We are all responsible for what's happened. Are we going to dwell on it forever and ever? Of course not. From the constitution of Biafra, it will be spelled out very, very clearly. It was my intention before, and still remains, that if Russia should be, of course, now it is making a very big argument for it, should be the capital of Biafra. We will be so busy building and rebuilding. What are the houses we have in Igbo? Have you not seen how Hong Kong is built? Go and get a picture of Singapore and see it. That is the type of. Are you telling me that we are fighting and dying every day to have another useless African country? In Biafra, God forbid. We are going to build beautiful houses. There will be no time. We are going to be so busy working. There will be no time for even anybody to think about it. What's the difference? We have made mistakes during the war. Are we dead? They killed us 5 million. Yes, we went to the north. Some people still marry foreign people. But they are the ones that killed 5 million of us. What did the people, some people from Israel and take Sunday house? How about those that took life? Please, we are one people. And in a new Biafra, from our constitution, you will know there will be no room or space for any of these nonsense. Because, as I told you, go and look at the United Arab Emirates model. You cannot go from Dubai to go to Doha and tell them what to do unless you have somebody from Doha inviting you. Before you go to Korea to invest, in fact, you must have representatives who is so good. They are always part of that business as they're doing today in Dubai. That's what they do. We know what we are doing. There will be no room or space for that. Heaven forbid. Because we are all one people. Equally is Igbo. I can tell you where you come from if you're lost. I know where Ogudi comes from. Ken and Saraway is where that is the forget about all these useless discussion. We are one people. But the only thing is that no army, no, you will not. Some people will live and die, they won't see the Biafran army. It's older from the Biafran army. People, police will not carry any gun. So the Prime Minister of Biafra cannot send somebody and say, oh, no, go to the village and conquer them. You cannot. You will send the army to do anything without the party. In fact, you can't even try. So we are going to have something very good. If you need to blend of what you have in UAE and what you have in Switzerland. And freedom. Freedom is the watchword.
You have had our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan. The reason I play this very clip is for you to know the need, the importance of unity. The importance of it, regardless what your brother have done, regardless what your sister has done, we have all made mistakes at one point or the other. We have all made mistakes. We must always pursue unity. We must always seek for unity among ourselves. We must seek for unity among ourselves. It doesn't matter what anybody has done. Every one of us must have made mistake at one point or the other. And if you are in his position, you might even do worse. This your brother you are castigating. If you are in his shoes, you might even do worse than he has done. You might do worse than he has done. That is the reason why we must give room for unity. We must give room for understanding. We must give room for love. No matter what your brother have done, find a place in your heart to forgive. And do not rejoice with the enemy when the enemy is rejoicing. Do not clap with the enemy when the enemy is clapping. Whenever the enemy is rejoicing, you should know that something is wrong. But instead, when your enemy is rejoicing, you are rejoicing. It's a pity. You're welcome, Victoria. Go ahead and speak to us, Victoria. Let's hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening, my sister. You're welcome.
See, I don't want to join, but I just, it evening like this, there is one evening like this, I want to join, I couldn't make it. This one, I said, man, I try what is happening in the system. I try, I get it. You are well done.
Thank
You
you,
are
my
well done,
Thank you.
sir. Continue,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
my dear. God bless you. Thank you.
Bless you too. Thank you so much.
I'm busy. I'm here
Okay, my sister. Bye. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
with the children,
Yeah.
so I cannot talk.
So, my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching from, our Biafra is possible. If anybody is trying to tell you that we will not succeed, we will succeed. Everything we are seeing today is a propaganda to demonize us. Nigerian government is doing everything they can to demonize Biafra. Any opportunity they have, they will try to demonize us. And more especially, focusing on the international communities. Some of us today, we are very quick in saying we want recognition, we want recognition. You don't even know what it means to be recognized. You see people coming online to say, we want to recognize our government. They want us to want the world to recognize us. You don't know what it means. You don't know the battle. You don't know the battle you have to fight to be recognized. You think it's a joke? You think recognition comes by propaganda, by lies, by blackmail, by fighting yourself? Why the government of Nigeria is busy blackmailing you, blackmailing me. Any single thing they write and say this person is fighting for Biafra is going international. They have the conventional media. The international media is listening to them. And the reason why you will not give that loophole, you should not eulogize or promote any idiotic post they make about your people, even if the person is your enemy. As long as that person is presented as a Biafran, don't support anything against that person. If you see the video of Mazi Simon that I played every time when I start my program here, I always play that video. Mazi Simon was talking about people who are calling him terrorists. And he said, you think you are blackmailing me? You are not blackmailing me, you are blackmailing yourself. And those idiots who were calling him that name, when the BBC were reporting about Biafra people and what they are doing, every one of them, their picture was there. Their pictures were put in the line. They didn't say, oh, this one is saying that this can be or this one can be. The government of Nigeria wants to demonize Biafra. They don't care the camp where you belong. That is none of their business. The government of Nigeria don't care the group you belong. They don't care who you are speaking for. They do not care. The world that is paying attention to information that are coming. They want to tarnish your image to make sure you are not recognized. So anybody that wears the body of Biafra, they will demonize you. They will call you a terrorist. They will call you a very bad person. They will give you a bad name. Why would you now join the government to give your own brother a bad name? You are supposed to be in his defense. It does not matter what he does. You are supposed to look at Sheikh Gumi. Sheikh Gumi is defending bandit up to today. As you and I are here, Sheikh Gumi will come out and warn the federal government. This is Sheikh Gumi, whom Saudi Arabia banned him from entering Saudi Arabia. To show you how evil that man is. Saudi Arabia banned Sheikh Gumi from entering Saudi Arabia because of his involvement with terrorists. That same man is in Nigeria today, making a bold statement, telling Nigeria that they should not provoke the bandits. He said, do not provoke the bandits. You can imagine. Sheikh Gumi is warning Nigeria, do not provoke the bandits. Today, in the northern part of Nigeria, the government is holding meeting with the bandits. And the bandits come with their gun. I'm talking about, when we call this bandits, it is just, they are holding meeting with terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria. Well-known terrorists. In our own case, all we are asking is self-determination. Our reason for doing what we are doing is pronounced. The Liberation Army, the reason they are defending Biafra land is pronounced. The reason they are doing what they are doing is pronounced. It is not a guesswork. But in the case of the northern part of Nigeria, they have no reason why they are kidnapping people, taking innocent lives, attacking both mosques and churches. They have no reason. They have no reason whatsoever. What you see in the northern part of Nigeria is pure terrorism. But still, a man, a sheikh, is speaking on their behalf, defending them. Have you ever seen Sheikh Gumi come online and abuse any or say anything wrong against the terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria? Have you ever had that? Have you ever had Sheikh Gumi come online to speak any evil against any terrorist in the north? As you and I are sitting here, they are holding meeting. Most of you have seen the pictures that came out. I have shared the pictures here once of how they are holding meeting in the northern part of Nigeria with terrorists. You see the terrorists come to the meeting with their full arm, well-armed ammunitions. Nobody shoot them. No army attack them. No convoy. The governor does not go and say, bring battalions to go and fight them. No. But in Biafran land, our demand is simple. Self-determination to save life. We want to go our separate ways, have our own country, be on our own. That is not a bad request to make. It does not stop us from being neighbors. It does not stop us from doing business together. It does not stop us from intermarrying if we choose to do so. And because of that request, our own people, Biafran people themselves, stand against their own people. Don't you ask yourself, why is it that every security outfit that is formed in Biafran land, when they formed, each time they formed them, if you see their commanders making speech, their first speech is Biafra Army. Every security outfit formed in Biafran land, when they want to start operation, their first attack is Biafran people who are talking about Biafra. Why is it so? Why is it so? Don't you ask yourself? That is the system put in place by Nigeria through the politicians, the governors, to destabilize Biafra land, to turn Biafrans against themselves. When they create that problem, they will now go back and tell you, oh, the Biafran people are making trouble. The Biafran people are killing themselves. But they are the ones, the mastermind of what is happening. Today, many of them come, they accuse Gentle of doing this, doing that, and doing that. Don't you ask yourself the genesis? What is the genesis of everything? How did it all started? So many of you have forgotten the genesis of all the problem. How did all this start? You have forgotten the genesis of the whole thing. You do not care anymore. All you want is the head of your brother. And you say you are fighting for freedom. I don't know the kind of freedom you are fighting for. And I don't see how you are going to get Biafra in division. I'm looking so deep with interest to find out and see how are you going to get this Biafra in division, in hatred, in propaganda, in lies. How are you going to get Biafra in destroying your own brothers and sisters, destroying a structure that you know that is working? How are you going to get Biafra by doing that? It is a question to every single one of us. And you see this Nigerian fake news, it has exposed us more. You know, Nigeria, they are very good in trying to know the mindset of people. They want to know the mindset of people. And they will always try to push one button or the other to see how you react. And of course, each time they push that button, you react the way they want you to react. And the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. You are in a time, you will come out and say you want recognition. But what impression are you creating to the world? You want to be recognized as a government of Biafra, but you are creating a very wrong impression. When you come out and celebrate the death of your own, somebody who fought for Biafra, it doesn't matter even if the person have fallen out, even if the person is not doing it well, somebody who was in the front line fighting for Biafra, And all of a sudden, today, you stand and celebrate his downfall. You narrate him and talk evil about him. And the whole world is watching. International communities are watching in what you're breeding. I have said it before. The reason people ask questions before they get married is to know what is in the package that you're receiving. The reason people ask questions when they want to go and marry, if you want to go and marry, you go to that family and ask questions, is because you want to know the package you are going with. Your wife you want to marry might be a very wonderful lady, has no bad record. The wife you want to marry might be an excellent lady, has nothing wrong with him. The man himself, a man might not have anything wrong with him. But your family will still go and ask questions to find out where this person is coming from. Do you know why? The reason they ask those questions, they want to know the package you're coming, because everything that runs within your blood, you have the potential of having that same thing in you. Whatever runs in the blood of your family, you have the potential of having that same thing in you. It doesn't matter. Even if that thing has not manifested, it is possible that it can manifest. That is why people ask questions when they want to marry. It is not about the girl they are marrying. The person, your girlfriend or the person you want to marry, might have an excellent character everywhere. You can talk about her. But we will still go down and ask questions to know the package that is coming with the person. And that is the same thing in this our Biafra struggle. Every single thing you say that a Biafra can do, whether genuine or not genuine, as long as Biafra is attached to that name, everything you accuse that person, Biafra has the potential of having that same thing. Every Biafran have the same potential of being that thing. If you accuse one Biafran as a terrorist, it means that we have the potential to become terrorists in Biafra land. It doesn't mean that we are now. We might not be now. But in the future, there is a tendency that we can be able to be terrorists. That is how the world works. So when you preach these disinformations against your own people, you think it is about that name. It is not about that name you are calling. When you on your camera, you see a fellow Biafran woman, a fellow Biafran man, and you call him or her a terrorist. You are just telling the world that we have the potential to breed terrorists among us. You are just telling the world that we have hidden terrorists among us. And you think that the world will see that and then recognize you. The testimony of other people is a different thing. But when your own brother, your own sister testifies about you, the testimony you give about yourself, people don't joke with it. Other people can testify about you. They can say, oh, they are this, they are this. People will not take it serious. They might say they are saying that of hate. They might be saying that of anything or that. But when you make a testimony against yourself, people don't joke with it. They take it serious. They take it serious. That is why every one of us as Biafrans, before you open your mouth and speak, if you don't know what to say, please keep quiet. If you don't know what to say, keep quiet, please. Every one of us will talk about Biafra. There is no law that said everybody in the old Southeastern region must speak about Biafra. There is no law like that. It is not mandatory. If you don't have anything to say, keep quiet. Don't be a stumbling block. So many of us today are fighting against Biafra unknowingly. By the time you on your camera and you speak ill of your own fellow Biafran, you call them names, you call them terrorists, you call them this one, you call them different kinds of names. You narrate your own brother. You think you are doing a favor. You take a video of your brother, you take a video of your sister, you put it side by side, you are narrating, you are explaining. Every time people come to your platform, all they will see is you narrating somebody. You put somebody's video and you're narrating your brother. Every time when people say come to your platform, they will just see you analyzing your brother, and you think you are doing yourself a favor. Sorry. No, you have nothing to offer. You have nothing. In the issue of Biafra and Nigeria, where there are many topics to discuss, where there are so many topics to discuss, in a time where you say you want recognition, that the world is keeping their ears open to see why they will recognize you. The world, they are watching us to see why would we recognize these people? Why? What is the reason why they want to see reasons why they will recognize you. But when they come to your platform, all you are doing there is to tell them how divided you are. All you are doing there is to tell them how wicked your brother is. All you are doing there is to tell them that your brother, your sister is a terrorist. And you think they will now clap for you. Oh, this one is the good one. That one is the bad one. You think they will clap for you and say, oh, this one is the good one, this one is the bad one. The same thing the politicians are doing in Nigeria. They betray their own people. And when after betraying their own people, when it gets to their own turn, they are betrayed, they begin to cry. You saw Orji Zokalu. After Orji Zokalu betrayed Biafra, betrayed fellow Southeasterner, betrayed fellow politician, he betrayed everybody. Even he said that the Igbos are not qualified to participate in election. But when he wanted to contest for Senate president and they denied him, Orji Zokalu began to cry. He began to cry. He said, so many of us have made so many sacrifices in this country and we are supposed to be compensated. He sold his own brothers. And when it comes to his time, he thought they will clap for him because he has sold his brother. They also denied him. They also denied him and he began to cry. He began to cry and began to confess how he has suffered for Nigeria. The same thing with Rochas Okorocha. Rochas Okorocha invested everything he has in the northern part of Nigeria, gave them scholarships, speak Hausa more than an Hausa person. Everything he's doing is in the north. But when the time came, you saw how they climbed through the roof to go and get him. And he remembered Jesus. He was kneeling down and praying. Onye gburu nwanne ya gburu odogwu. Onye gburu nwanne ya agburu odogwu. That thing you are doing, better stop it. The enemy we have, that we're supposed to do everything humanly possible to put down, is the Janjaweed. The British sponsored Janjaweed. They are the ones who are supposed to make sure that we put them down at every cost, at all costs. Present ourselves as one people, one united force. We can have our differences. There is nobody that say we will not have our differences. If you are a Biafran and you're thinking that we don't have differences, you are deceiving yourself. We have disagreement, we have differences, but when we come out, let us come out in a unified force. There was a day one of our brother came here and gave an example of a Palestinian. The Fatah group in Palestine, they don't like what the Hamas is doing. Their system is different. The Fatah group are pursuing in a peaceful way. Hamas are following their own in a military way. They don't care. These are two different factions. Hamas and Fatah. But you see how they organize themselves. Even though the Fatah group, which are going diplomatically, Fatah group do not agree with Hamas, but yet you cannot see them fighting each other, killing each other. You can't see that. They don't agree, but you can never see them in a fight. These ones are busy focusing on that very diplomatic level that they know very, very well how to do. And the other group is focusing on the military completely. They don't care whether you call them terrorists or you don't call them. They don't care. Hamas today has been recognized as a terrorist organization by many people, but still they don't care. The Fatah group is there. Where you don't want Hamas to go, the Fatah group will go there and represent Palestinians. Today, look at the countries of the world telling you that they want to recognize Palestinians. Palestinians that we know that Hamas is in charge. Hamas is in charge. But the world want to recognize them because they have some sense of unity and coordination. The Fatah group, who do not believe in arms, are there in Palestine, and they are in the front line when it comes to diplomatic issues. They are always there. They continue to move around and make discussions, negotiations on the ground for Palestinians. While the Hamas that people say that they are terrorists, they are still in the front line, bomber to bomber in Palestine. They don't shy away, and they are not ready to back down. And you cannot see two of them. You can't see Hamas and the Fatah group fighting in the open. They might have their differences, they might have their quarrel, but you can't see them come on social media attacking each other, using each other for program. You can never see that. You can never see that. The two parties are busy. That thing they know how to do best, they are doing it. The Hamas know they want to go in a military way, by fire, by force, and they are doing it with all seriousness. The Fatah people are going their own way, diplomatically, and they are doing it without looking back. They don't care. When it is necessary for them to defend Hamas, they will even defend. If you bring Hamas, they will tell you it is because you are doing what you are doing. That is why Hamas is doing what they are doing. If you stop, Hamas will stop. They are making case for each other. If you come to Hamas to talk peace, they will tell you, go and meet Fatah, go and discuss with them. They don't have time with you. You see how they arrange themselves? And that is why today, even though the world know Hamas to be a terrorist organization, yet they want to, including Finland, the Finland want to recognize Palestinians. And recognizing Palestinians is recognizing Hamas. Don't mix it up. Finland want to recognize Hamas. Their president has spoken and said that if they continue to push up their game, that he's going to recognize them. And so many other European countries have also said they will recognize them. Because they put their ass together. Because they put their ass together. But what about us? What are we doing? What are we doing? We allow the terrorist government to push their propaganda, and we help them to push it. When they bring the propaganda, we help them to push it. We help them to push it. That is the problem we're having. We will be the ones to help them. We will be the ones to help Nigeria to even call our own brothers terrorists. You can never see Hamas. You can't see Fatah addressing Hamas as terrorists. They can't do that. Hamas cannot address Fatah group cannot address Hamas as terrorist group. They are in the same country. If you ask them, they'll give you a reason why they are doing what they are doing. But in our own case, it is we that is even help. We are the ones that look at the proscription of IPOB. That one alone. This proscription of IPOB was done by Igbo governors. Those 5 Igbo states in Biafra land, they were the ones that proscribed the indigenous people of IPOB, of Biafra. You can imagine that. Igbo governors came together and proscribed IPOB. And why they were there, I said it before, when they were coming, they said, release Mazin Nanikan, release Mazin. And I was asking, if you are serious in requesting for release of Mazin Nanikan, one thing you have to do first is that you proscribe IPOB, remove that proscription first. When you remove that proscription, you have set Mazin Nanikan free halfway. When you remove that proscription, you have shown seriousness and you have now put Mazin Nanikan on a better stance to be out. But you still, even when they went to court recently, just at last year of this year, they went to court. Nigerian government still uphold that terrorist they put on the IPOB. They still hold it. But if the governors in Biafra land were to be serious, they are supposed to deproscribe IPOB. That is the first thing. You deproscribe IPOB. Because Mazin Nandekan today, they are still seeing Mazin Nandekan as a leader of a terrorist group. Because as long as IPOB remains a terrorist group, Mazin Nandekan has not denied IPOB. Mazin Nandekan has not denied, he is still introducing himself as the leader of IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. He has not denied it. And this is a group that Nigerian government, politicians in Biafra land, governors of Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Abia, came together and they proscribed their own people. Have they removed that proscription? Have they removed that proscription? Up to today, they didn't. Let them by themselves, they were the people that first did. Let them, even if the federal government refused to remove, let them remove that one, their own. just came together the same way they come and made speech and read that speech for us that day. The same way the 5 governors came together and they read the speech and they say from today onwards, IPOB is now proscribed. They should come back and read that same speech and say from today onwards, IPOB is deproscribed. And let us see what will be the reaction of the federal government. Even if they refuse to remove their own, let them remove that one they put there. But of course, they wouldn't do that. They will not do that. They will continue to deceive you, continue to deceive themselves. In the morning, they will say, free Mazen Nanikan. In the night, they will say, hold him. In the morning, they will say, free Mazen Nanikan. He didn't do anything. In the night, they say, oh, don't leave him. If you leave him, our political career will be in danger. And you think you are doing yourself. You are doing anything. You are doing yourself. Onye buru nwanne ya buru odogwu. Onye buru nwanne ya aburu odogwu. That trap you are setting for your brother, it is going to catch you. I think every one of us, do not rejoice at the calamity of your brother. The fake news that is flying everywhere, that news remains fake. It remains fake. We know Nigerian government that if they succeed in such an operation, there will be the picture and video will be flying everywhere on the social media. You saw how they did Ikonso. When they murdered Ikonso in his home, you saw how they paraded Ikonso, played with his corpse, just to disgrace the Biafran people. And you think they will get hold of gentle and they will not display it. But of course, they want to see your feeling, know what you will say, and you have helped them to promote their propaganda and blackmail to demonize gentle. Go and see the write-ups that many people are writing. Biafran people are writing against their own brother. Their own brother who is fighting for the freedom of Biafra, even if you don't agree with him. Even if you don't agree with him. And so, does that change the fact that he fought for Biafra at a point in time? Does that change the fact that he fought for Biafra and continued to fight? Is it because he's not fighting according to his own terms that he now becomes a devil? That he's no longer fighting based on your own terms? That is now why you see him as a devil. And you think by you now castigating him and calling him names, oh, they will praise you. You are the good person. Oh, this one is a nice person. He's not like his brothers. He's not like his sisters. Only an idiot and a fool will see such praises and you'll be carried away with it. Only idiots will be carried away with such kind of nonsensical praises. My people of Biafra, truth is clear. Until evidence is shown, this so-called arrest is a propaganda. It is nothing but a propaganda. Propaganda from the pit of hell. They fear Biafra liberation. They fear our unity. Stay strong. Stay strong wherever you are. The greatest thing they fear is our unity. That's why they are doing everything to disorganize us, including creating different forces, creating different vigilante groups everywhere, every corner. With all the groups they have in Nigeria, it's not enough. They are creating armed groups everywhere. Because they are fearing, they are afraid of our liberation, because they know Biafra must come. They know Biafra must be free. It doesn't matter how long it takes it to be free. They fear our unity. They don't want us to be united. Stay strong. We must stay strong and stay united. And let the world know Biafra cannot be silenced. It doesn't matter what they do. Biafra can never, ever, ever be silenced. no matter what they do. My brothers and sisters, Nigeria is afraid. And in exercising their fear, they can do anything, including pushing their propaganda. But the greatest pain is that we are helping them out. Stop helping them. You help them by your attitude, by your word, by your speech, by the videos you share. Stop helping them. Nigeria is afraid of Biafra rising spirits. Very much afraid of Biafra rising spirits. That is why they demonize every freedom fighter. Every freedom fighter that come out, they demonize you. They call different kinds of names. There is nothing they will not label you. Look at Mazin Nandekan. Which name didn't they come as in Nandekan? Look at Mazin Simon Ebra. They've labeled him different kinds of names. Labeling us terrorists while pampering dreaded killers in the north. Very easy for them to label Biafran soldiers, the Biafran freedom fighters, terrorists. Very easy for them. But the main terrorists in the north, they are pampering them. People that have taken innocent life in the mosque, in the churches, in the markets. They are pampering them, holding meeting with them, with their chain of ammunitions on them. We need to dismantle these lies. Show why Biafran voice cannot be silenced. We must dismantle all their lies. Biafra is not the enemy. Truth is not the enemy. Nigerian system fears justice because it knows justice will break its chain. They know that justice will break the chain of the zoo. That is why they are afraid of the truth. Biafra is not the enemy. Truth is not the enemy. Nigerian system fears justice because it knows justice will break its chain. My fellow Biafrans, keep standing, keep fighting, and never forget, one Nigeria is a scam and remain a scam. One Nigeria is a scam and remain a scam. Biafran worldwide, let us ask the question. Continue to ask this question and answer it within yourself. Answer it within yourself. Is this a propaganda or a Biafran soldier was called? Of course, we know it's a propaganda. It is a propaganda. This is another calculated propaganda move by Nigeria. This is another calculated propaganda move by Nigeria. And all you need to pay attention, you will see the facts. Look through, you will see the facts, and you will see that this is a propaganda against Biafra's struggle for liberation. Nothing more. Truth is a weapon stronger than lies. As long as we keep exposing them, Biafra light will never dim. As long as we continue to expose them, Biafra light will never dim, not even for 1 second. Every one of us should stay watchful, stay united, and remember, propaganda cannot destroy freedom. Propaganda can never, will never, ever destroy freedom. I appreciate every one of you that have joined us on this very evening section. You know our evening program is always a very quick one, 1 hour at most. And we have come to the end of the program of today. I appreciate everyone that have played a role. I appreciate everyone that have joined us on this program. Do not rejoice at the calamity of your brother. Do not rejoice when your enemy is rejoicing. Do not join your enemy simply because you do not agree with your brother, simply because of one thing or the other. There is no reason you must join your enemy. May Chukwu Okike Abiam continue to guide and protect every Biafran across the world, wherever you are. May Chukwu Okike Abiam continue to guide and protect all our forces that are fighting for us on the ground. May Chukwu Okike Abiam guide and protect everyone that is genuinely fighting for Biafra in Biafra land. all our forces. We commit them in the hand of Chukwu Okike for divine protection, divine security, and divine safety. I pray for our leaders, our Supreme Damazen Nandekano. I pray for good health. I pray for strength. I pray for revelations. I pray that Chukwu Okike will continue to be with him, guide him, direct him, and lead him to freedom very soon. I pray for my Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. We pray that all things will turn around for his own good. The appeal that he is going to go into, I strongly believe that things are going to change for his favor. We pray that Chukwu Okike will turn everything to his favor. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper, and no weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Damazen Nandekano shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I appreciate everyone that have participated, and tomorrow morning we are going to come back again. If you have not yet touched your notification bell, please touch your notification bell before you go. Touch your notification bell before you go, so that when I come online, you'll be notified on time. Also, like the program and share in all the platforms where you belong. These are one of the things we need to be doing. Even if you cannot make your video, if you can share to others. Don't watch alone. When you watch, you share with your neighbors. Information is power. For us to create that unified force to go against our enemy and win our battle, we must continue to share and get other people involved. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okike. Thank you and stay safe. Good night.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat your love. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go persevere. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It's very close and they feel when the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They don't even care, they don't even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job, and the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it down. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.